Everybody, welcome everyone. This is our first ever Waikele webinar for safety. Today's topic is how to fortify your home. Um, it's burglary prevention, just in light of what was happening on our burglary series bordering the golf course. And we needed to put out more information on how to keep your home safe, property, and everybody involved. Well, right now, can everybody see the screen? Everybody's okay? All right, so moving forward, we're going to introduce our speakers. Alyssa didn't send me her picture, so I never put her on she never likes show her picture. But welcome, everybody else coming on too now. Our guest speakers, Sergeant Kaipo Paiva from the Honolulu Police Department Community Policing team over in District 3. And also we have Alyssa. I didn't put her on there, but she didn't want to send me her photograph, so that's okay. We see you anyway today. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome. She's also part of the District 3 Community Policing team, and she has always been our liaison for the future, I guess, until she gets promoted like Makanani. And sorry about that. Gotta silent my phone. But and again, for those that don't know me, and I'm pretty sure everybody does, I'm Dwayne Sampson. I'm the Waikele Community Association's Community Safety Director. I did retire from the police department after serving 25 years. That was 10 years ago. And right now I have 35 years under my belt and moving forward. But I just want to welcome everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about how to fortify your home. And there are 7 layers of security. The first one is, of course, when you leave your home, secure your doors and your windows, right? There's also signs that you can put up where it's no trespassing or beware of dog, and alarms, cameras, motion lighting, and next is landscaping, different that I said, but we're gonna go through all of them, walls and fencing, having an animal, watchdog, and getting involved in your community, showing ownership, and really getting to know your neighbor. If you get to know your neighbor, you're more inclined to help one another and watch each other's house. Okay, moving forward. Posting signs. These are the signs that we have in Waikele, in our landscaping areas, just addressing our areas that are homeless challenged people are setting up homes in our landscape. So we didn't have any signs up. We put these up, and hopefully now it does work, because we did trespass warn a few people in our community, and they are no longer making homes in our landscape area. That has been a big portion of why we don't see homeless people in Waikele very much. You do see them at the bus stops, and as soon as you guys report it to me, we keep an eye out. And our partnership with the police department is very good, and that's one of the big factors of our success in Waikele, just partnering up with the community and the police department. Securing your windows and doors, securing all your windows, including the second floor. I think in one of the attempted burglaries we had, a person was trying to use a ladder. He actually brought a ladder from a neighbor's house, and was going to put it up and climb up to the second floor. I know in a couple of our burglaries, somebody climbed up on a parked vehicle right outside the garage and climbed up on the second floor roof and made entry into the second floor bedroom. So it's very important, if you do have a ladder laying around, make sure you guys lock it up with a chain and lock. That's very important, because it's the tools of the trade, I like to say, for this There's people who get up every day thinking that they're gonna steal something from somebody. Okay. I know Sergeant Wada Brian from D5. He talked about his home. His screens on his home for the windows are armed with wire within the screen. It's connected to his alarm system. And if you remove the screen or cut the screen and you touch those wires, you cut those wires, it does trigger off the alarm. So for those of you that are thinking of alarms or you do have alarms, that is another added layer of security on your screens, because before they get to your window, you would have to remove the screen or cut the screen to get in. All right. So securing doors and with deadbolts is another good thing to do. Um, you know, I can't say enough about a deadbolt because there's no handle to break through or anything like that. So in the old days, they used to get a big old pipe wrench and just put it on the outside of the knob and just cranked it, and it'll open up the door. So if you can, add a deadbolt lock to your door. Also, if you have glass doors, sliding glass doors, you want to cut a piece of wood, a wooden stopper that fits in that space when you lock and close the door, so they can't really move it. It's not a foolproof thing. You can also do that with your windows also, but make sure you do lock it, because even if you just put the wooden dowel in there, they can lift it up and just take it out. And that has been done before in the past. I think one of the burglaries in Sunset Point 1, they actually put a suction cup on it, lift up the window, and took it out. So you could see the suction cup thing on the window when they left the home. So that's part of it. Common sense. When I leave my home, I lock it up. When we secure the office here, we arm the alarm and make sure everything's tight. So make sure we just doing that before we leave. Security alarm, cameras, and motion detector lights. It's all great. Today's newer homes, I believe in Ho'opili and different Core Ridge, most of the homes are being built with the smart home system. And that includes everything. It's climate control, it's security, it's lighting, it's TV or your door for your garage, your different doors and stuff like that. So it's a new system, something new that's happening. And I think a lot of people are moving into the smart home app or system. But you can see that on this home in the slide, on every corner of the home, there's either a light, a camera, or something that's going to be a deterrent, actually, when somebody walks up to the house. It's not foolproof, but it's a deterrent. Also, if you look at this home, I like this because, when you call us, or you used to call me when I was a police officer, we always had a hard time finding the homes. And because this home is labeled up in the front of the home in the top corner in big bold numbers, it's easy to find. And I think for the police department, for any first responders, fire department, ambulance, it's very important that we have the correct address. And this is one of the steps that you might want to do for your home if you don't already have. Make sure you label it with the correct and big enough numbers that we can locate your house in the time of emergency. All right. Alarms, again, smart home, and different type of alarms. We have here at the office, we have the keypad. It's an older system. Most of them have the keypads. There are different types of companies and monitoring systems to choose from. Just do your homework, but contact them. We cannot endorse nobody here at WCA, but just do your homework. Contact the professionals for their advice and services, because it's a wide range of options for you out there. It's up to you what you want to spend or how far you want to go. But I do recommend that you guys look into it at least to see the different options that you have for security alarms. Yeah. Our strategy from last year, from this year, 2023 to 2024, is our lights on for safety strategy. Um, like I always said, there's different options for lighting. There's power or solar. You can see these homes is really good. This is ideal. The one in the middle is ideal because he leaves his lights on 24 hours, not 24 hours, but from dusk to dawn. You know, um, like the cockroaches. Well, I have cockroaches in my kitchen. I don't know about you, but when you turn on the light, you see them, running around. But if you keep lights on your perimeter, even in your home, just put a light in your home. It shows that somebody is up. I think it's a deterrent. I do it all the time at my house. If I do leave at night and I don't come home till night, I like to leave at least a bathroom light on or something to show that somebody's home. Um, but I do recommend that you guys leave your lights on um, from dusk to dawn if you can. Today's time, because of the LED lights, the cost of it is not that high. And how much is safety for your home and for you? How much is it worth to you? Yeah. So this is a strategy here in Waikele for lights on for safety. And it is working. The unique thing about the lights on for safety, I think in Sunset Point 1 is a great example of the idea when you drive down the street on Molali Street. There is lights going on as you drive down because of motion detector lights that's have been installed on the exterior fronting their homes. And it's a unique thing to see if you drive down Molali Street. The lights go on as you drive down. So as you can see, um, if everybody's on the same page and are participating in our strategy, it really works for the whole community. If there's a homeless guy walking, riding the bike down the road, the lights are going to go on as they go down the road. So very good. Sunset Point 1. In Sunset Point 1, this is all started in Waikele. This is why we're here and this is where we're at. They had a burglary series in Sunset Point 1. And, the time element was in the evenings from 6 p.m. to like 8 p.m. while people were home. And that's how brazen these guys are. When people come in, they just sneak around in the house and, they do neat searches and they take what they came for and they leave, not even knowing that somebody was in your home. So, that's where it all started for Waikele in Sunset Point 1. Since I came on board, we established a neighborhood security watch. So hats off for Waikele and Sunset Point 1 group that started it all. But landscaping, hedges and trees, um, SEPTEB, crime prevention through environmental design. I know Alyssa them and just went to the training, but I went to the training many years ago. I think in the 1990s when it was just coming out. And I was in the department, but the 2 feet to 6 feet concept. 2 feet meaning keep your hedges no higher than 2 feet, so you can see clearly into the home. I think the middle picture of the front hedge is an example of that. And the 6 feet concept is recommended for the canopy of your trees to keep it above 6 feet and no lower than that, so you can see right into the front of your home. If you can see the first photo, it's really covered. If you came home to that house, somebody could be waiting on the other side of that bush to ambush you, or it could be hiding you see the window, the lower part of the window, you wouldn't be able to see somebody standing on the bottom trying to get in. So that is a 2 to 6 feet concept. You want to keep it open like the middle picture. You can see all the windows, you can see the front door. The hedges are cut perfect. There's no trees blocking it. And when you get home, you don't want to be surprised by somebody around the bush, or to find that your window is open on the bottom, but you couldn't see it from the road, and nobody knew somebody was breaking into your home. So that's the strategy for the landscaping and the hedges and trimming around your homes. And we do offer a free evaluation. I know the police department does too, but here in Waikele, I can come in and give you a free assessment of your home, your landscaping, and what you need to do to make it safe. So just an idea for you to keep. Some of the great bushes that we have, or hedges that we use around Waikele, is our bougainvilleas. That's a thorny bush, a hawthorn bush next to your right, or barberry. These bushes are great to keep people out of your home. Even if you have a fence, you can put that in the front of your fence on the outside or the inside. The only bad thing, it does poke you when you go and trim it. I have a bunch of that at my home, the bougainvilleas, and every time I cut it, I get poked for it. But it does work. It's a great deterrent. It's a great barrier. One more layer of security for your home. Yeah. And I believe outside Sunset Point 1, again, part of the burglary series, they were coming over the wall from Camp Highway, because we had bougainvillea bushes that were cut on both sides between the wall and the hedge. So there was a alley down between it, and we couldn't see nobody from the roadway because there was that alley behind it, between the wall and the hedge. So what we did with our landscapers, we talked about it, we strategized, and then again, we let the inside of the hedge grow towards the wall, and it took away the barrier and that alley down the inside. So now that the hedges have grown fully towards the wall, there's no alley in there, and now nobody can walk between it. It is a challenge for our landscapers to cut it now. The only reason why they had it on the inside was it was easy to walk on the inside to cut it. But because of the burglaries, we let it grow out, and today it's a great barrier. Not only the wall there on Gamaway, but the bushes have grown out, and it creates a barrier, one more layer. All right, moving on to fencing and walls. Some walls are built to keep people out. You can see the picture in the first frame. You got 6 feet wall with you can't climb it up because it's a smooth surface, and then they have barbed wire on the top. Most of our homes, we're not going to have that. So that's probably a business that's trying to keep people out from stealing from them. This is our home in Waikele. This type of wrought iron fence here really is not a deterrent to keep people out, because it does have an opening for the driveway, but it's more of a aesthetics, making it nice of the home for the homeowners. Yeah, more decorative. The next slide, the next picture that you can see is that area that I talked about, Sunset Point 1. You can see the wall on the right, the CME wall, and also the hedges that have grown out towards the wall. Before you could see a alley right on the other side of the hedge. So it does work. Knock on wood, we haven't had a burglary through that area in a while. Not only because of this, but because of the citizen patrols that we do weekly there. All right. I have this guy at my house too. His name is Makua. He's a pit bull. And when people come to my house and he barks, they walk across the street. So it's, I used to have 2 of them, his mother, but she passed on. But when I had both of them and I had just a chain link fence, everybody walked across the street and they didn't want to come on my side of the street when they walk past my house. But now I have a rock wall, so his big bark is a deterrent, and they all know how big he is. And some of us have the little Chihuahua at our house, and nothing wrong with that. They make a lot of noise. Somebody gets in your house, and you have a Chihuahua, they're gonna bite their ankles. I know, I got bitten by a Chihuahua before. But any dog, whether it's big or small, they're gonna bark. And that's the biggest deterrent. I think the one burglary that I talked about, the attempted burglary, was the guy had the ladder, and I believe the resident was home, and she has a small dog, but the dog was going crazy and barking and barking and barking, got her attention. She went out and looked what was going on in the back and saw the guy with the ladder. She yelled out at him, he dropped the ladder and he left. So any dog is better than no dog, but it's up to you. Some people have cats, but a watchdog is a great deterrent. And I recommend, if you do have a dog, put a beware of sign out right on your fence, because for liability side, on your side, it's great to have, because you did warn people who was coming into your property that you have a dog. But that sign could be a deterrent itself. So any layer of security is better than none. Okay. Again, our partnerships, our community partnerships with our schools, Rush Academy, Waikele Elementary, Waipahu High School, just within our community, our WAVE team, cleaning up our community, painting on graffiti, just doing cleanups. The first picture you see, there was a recent cleanup that we did of the bike path in partnership with the Joint Base Hawaii, and also the police department. A list of them are down there. Had a bunch of people clean up that the bike pathway. I believe it runs through Waipahu, goes all the way out through the Pearl Harbor area. Does it go all the way down to the viaduct also? Is that the same path? No, but it is a long path. It is a place where the homeless like to live, and just throw a lot of trash out there. It was a great event that day. Partnering and sustainable partnerships is what we want to create. We get out there for our traffic, CTAP, Community Traffic Awareness Partnership. We get out there. This is Waikele, right in front of Waikele Park. Waving signs, asking our people to slow down. We are scheduled with a list of them and partner with Workwise Hawaii on the 21st of this month at 5 o'clock. It does get dark early. I know not everybody can make it because it's 5 o'clock, but mark your calendars. The 21st, 5 p.m. at the Waikele Community Park. It's going to be named Darrell Young Community Park. On the 18th, at Monday at 10 o'clock, I think, the dedication of the park. If you guys don't know who Darrell Young is, he was our president. He passed away a few months ago while lawnmowing his yard. But anyway, please mark your calendars, come out and support our community, get the message out on Drive Safe, because it is our holiday season and everybody drives crazy. We're trying to get to the store. And we do have some impaired drivers, and we want to get the message out to don't drink and drive. But you can see Sunset Point One community out there sitting on their wall. Just sitting on the wall like that. There's only one way in the community and one way out. Sitting on the wall, talking story, wearing your shirt shows ownership, and it's a great deterrent. If you can't walk around, that's fine also, But yeah, Neighborhood Security Watch, Citizen Patrols. This is Ken's group here, out in front, Golf Club Estates. Ricky Nakamura's group out there fronting Viewpoint. They usually do a Viewpoint up to the Waikele Elementary, Royal Pines, Mahiko, Park Glen. So that's a big group on that side. On the other side, with Ken Demar, they do Sunset Point 1, 2, Golf Club Estates, Ho'omaka, Ho'omalu. And, I just want to thank them, all the volunteers in our community who have come out and shown ownership and really created a sustainable partnership. If you don't know that we have a great opportunity for you folks to get involved, um, just drop me a call or email me and we'll get you involved. We'll get you out there and getting to know your neighbors. Mr. Souza, this is Citizen Patrol, another addition to our reach of taking ownership in our community. Uh, the mobile patrol. This is Mr. Souza's car. We did provide the magnetic signs. He has to be in his Citizen Patrol shirt, and he has a light on his car. If you don't want to have any light on your car, you don't want to have a label on your car, and you want to still patrol, that's fine also. But you must be wearing your Citizen Patrol shirts while you're out patrolling the community. I know there was a question back, can we wear our shirts by ourselves while we're out there? We shouldn't wear it when we're by ourselves. I don't see why you can't wear it, because if you wear it when you're walking and your neighbor wears it where they're walking, you're not going to be the only one walking. So with that said, I encourage everybody to use their Citizen Patrol shirts out there. And you just the eyes and ears. You're non-confrontational. You don't confront no one. You don't tell them, hey. You can say hi, but don't tell, hey, don't do that. It's not our job. We're just the eyes and ears. You see something, say something, call 911. Okay? They have all the tools and resources on their person to take care of any situation. Okay? So any questions? And we're going to open it up. If you want to type in a question or you want to ask a question on the microphone, just unmute yourself. Can you do that, Kristen? Or if you want to just type it in and we can answer any questions. There's my number there. There's my email. Any questions now? I'm going to open it up with Alyssa and Sergeant Paiva if he's there. And if anybody has questions that we can answer, we're going to allow Sergeant Paiva or Alyssa to comment on some of the things that might be happening or crime stats or some information that they do have for us if there's no questions.